Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video here on the MFL Fusion Break channel. And we have bloody good news, ladies and gentlemen, because we had Spain, if you're unaware, Spain had Argentina in the bloody round of 32. And I put 200 shares, well, 121 shares into Spain. Now, if we lost in the round of 32, well, that would have been a bit bloody peak because I probably would have got about $30 back altogether, probably a bit less. So that would have been very peak. However, we ended up winning the game at 4-0 because Sid is the GOAT. And as you can see on the rest of our brackets here, we now play Spain, who we hopefully should beat, touch wood. And then after that we'll have either Switzerland or Portugal, which we'll find out in tomorrow's game. And we we have a very good squad compared to those two, and we will also win on the rally. So I'm hoping that we can get through to the semi-finals at the very least, where we will play either England or Brazil. Now, if we play Brazil, I think we could possibly win the rally. And England, we could possibly win the rally. But I think it'll probably be a 2-1 either way. I think it's not going to be a 3-0. I don't think that will be a thing. And both of them have very good teams, so it will just be up to the managers at that point to try and see what they can do. I think I would prefer to play England, just for the pure fact that Jimbo is the manager. No offense to Jimbo, but Bruce seems to know what he's doing. Jimbo obviously does as well, but he got fucked over in the last Euros. Apparently, I wasn't here when that happened, but he's subject to a fumble. And if we have a look over on the Back Your Nation, and then we choose Spain, if we put like 120 in, so the only way we actually earn money during this is if we go to the final and we either lose or win. In the semi-final, I wouldn't be too mad if we got knocked out in the semi-final, in all honesty. So as long as we get into the semi-final, I'm not too bothered. It was a fun time. To be fair, I was sat there watching the Argentina game with and I genuinely had more nerves watching that than the fucking England matches. So, what does that tell you? But no, so I'm hoping that we can at least make it to the semis. We should be able to with the run that we have, and then after that, I'm not too bothered. To me, it's all gravy. If we do make it to the finals, fantastic. If we don't, not the end of the world, as long as we do get through the semis. What else was I going to do today? So that we have progression this season has actually been pretty good, in all fairness. We've got Boris, who's gone up to be fair, every day apart from today, I'm pretty sure he's gone up. If we look at his progression stats, he's gone up. Yeah, he went up July 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 5th. So the last 2 days he's not progressed, but he did start off the season very, very strongly indeed. So I've messaged the manager to see if he can play him as much as possible, which he said he shall. We've also had Prospier go up one straight away, which was on like the first match day when he didn't even play. So again, I messaged the manager, he said he'll play him. Henry went up one, but that's just because he went up in defending. Matthew's been going up a decent amount. He's gone up in 3 defending already this season. Room, who we put in the development centre, last season, is finally starting to show some improvements at 20 years of age. Then we've got Claudinho, who's actually been doing pretty well. So he's got a +1 overall when he's 19. I'm playing him literally every game that I can in the academy. And he's got up +2 in pace, 2 in defending, and 1 in physical, which is very nice for a left back. Apart from that, it's just bits and bobs here and there with people going up. So a lot of them I'm not too bothered about, but Nikic going up 1 in dribbling obviously isn't fantastic. With Kostic going up in quite a few areas with Castellana. But enough of the waffle. The games, how have they been going? Bang. Well, that is how they've been going. So Ayrton, who's managing B-Tech Norwich City, is doing very, very, very well indeed, with his only loss coming to Raggy Dolls Reserves, which is their only win of the season, which is unfortunate. But he does sit top of the table after 5 games. With his latest result in the Cup being a 4-1 loss. But he did rest in the Cup, he told me, and I said, do what you want to do. That's fair enough. AJ Farms, we are currently sat 7th, which is completely fine by me. If we could just finish outside of the relegation zone, to me that's a win. We are predicted to finish 11th in said league. In the cup, if we scroll up, we did finish a 3-2 victory over the opponents, who actually had a better team than us on paper. But Davey, as you saw, 3 bloody goals, and one of them coming in the 96th minute to grab us that bloody W, which was absolutely fantastic, if I do say so myself. Once we got the opportunity, and I just thought when we got the ball back here, he was just going to shoot, and that was going to be that, and that was going to be the highlight. But no, Davey slammed it home, and literally the second that finished, that highlight finished, it was GG. Who else have we got? We've got Wendirk, who we're obviously just managing. We did get a win in the cup today, and we are sitting 5th in the table. Should probably be doing a bit better with them, though. Reserves. Again, these guys are predicted to finish dead bottom, I believe, or 11th again. We're currently sat in 6th, and we have played Swansea She Dragons. But to be fair, apart from that, I think we've played everyone in the bottom half. So I'm not getting my hopes up too much. We did manage to get ourselves a draw against Commons Farms Bellow, and they've been storming away in the league. So we're not looking too bad there. With Peacock Elite Nostalgia Icons, who we are managing for Big Mr. K and Co. We are sitting pretty in the 3rd position. I'm actually really enjoying managing this team because we lost in the cup 1-0 today, but the group that I've been put in is very difficult compared to the team that I have with this team. And as you can see on the right, it's literally just he's put all of his retired players in here and gone, do what you can. I do get 100% revenue share, which is very kind of him. I would have done it for whatever. But yeah, Mr. K did just whack me with 100%. Said, fuck it, there you go. Enjoy, take care of my retirees, which I am doing. And we're currently sat 12th, but obviously it is going to fall off near the latter stage of the season just due to the energy, I would imagine. But I'm not managing it too terribly at the moment. We do have another cup game tomorrow, which I am resting every single person that I possibly can do. But because everyone's on the red symbol, and to be fair, look, we have these. I didn't realise how many strikers we have. But I did this morning, which is why, oh sorry, not this morning, after the game today, which is why I'm now just going to play a 2 up front for the next game. And as you can see by this graphic, I'm probably going to get absolutely smashed in the cup, considering this guy's team. But again, I'm not too fussed about the cup in any of my teams, to be honest. We luckily got our win with AJ Farms. I don't know if I'm now going to try and do well in the cup, because obviously the further you get, it's better. I understand that just for a fitness point of view, but at the same time, because you can rest players in it, that's what I mean by that. But at the same time, it's like, let me pull up this graphic here. Like, I don't need to. I really want to try and stay in the league with the signed team. I've only got 34% revenue share. The rest are mine. I don't actually have that many people that are outside of the club, apart from goalkeeper, who's literally the starting goalkeeper, and then these 4 here. And Davey is an absolute machine. If we go to performance and we go to goals, he's only got 3 actually, but he's only played 5 games, and we've not scored all that many goals. You can see here we've only actually scored 6 goals throughout the season, with the wins that we've had being 3-2 and 2-1. The rest we've lost and only scored 1 goal out of those. But yeah, if I was to go over here and just show you the AJ Farms, which is, if I get rid of this quickly, so if we show you this, AJ Farms is protected 11th. So I've not played flat kind of this thus far, and they just look to be getting battered by everyone because, again, apart from them, everyone's pretty equal across the board. Like, yeah, we're at the bottom of it, but it's doable. Do you know what I mean? And we also beat these on the first day of the season, I believe. And over in BTEC Norwich City is actually predicted to finish 5th, but has managed again to be 1st at the moment. Again, not really fussed about these, so I'm just going to get rid of them. Wendirk, we are predicted to finish 3rd, and I believe we're sat 5th at the moment. But again, reserves are due to be dead last. And by quite some margin as well, in regards to the bottom 4. We are pretty cooked, apart from that. And again, we have played some of the top boys. Like we've played Beaky Boys, we've played Swansea, we've played Common, we've played Dracula, we've played Tattoo. So I think we're not a million miles away from being able to stay in the Ice League, even though we are predicted dead last. So hopefully we can try and do something there. Again, AJ Reserves, or Academy, sorry. You literally don't care. I'm just putting a team to try and boost our worst players up. We are, again, going to be predicted to finish second here at Peacock Elite Nostalgia Icon S. And us and Paris. Paris should fly with it, way with the league, to be fair, just in regards to how much depth they've probably got. And they're not being red symbols. We're going to fall off at some point. They're going to have the league for free. And I'm hoping we can probably try and get to the playoffs. I think if we get second and we do get playoffs that way with Peacock, again, they're not my team, so you probably don't really care, but hopefully we can do that. We have Evo Prime Age FC, which we are managing for Nepenthes, who is currently set in 5th place, but we do have a game in hand against the Lion King, who I've checked his team, and we should be 3 points there, so we'll probably jump San Diego and jump into 5th, which will be nice. We then have AJ Fusions, who are obviously meant to be finishing first, but with a couple of shit games against Oswalde Biella and Eschberg Mariners, losing by 1 goal to both of them folks, who are here and here, but they were higher up on the graphic at the time of the games. We lost 2 by 1 goal. We then beat Zurich. We drew to Ryman Reiku, who are actually predicted to be second. And then we beat Quebec, who we should beat. So we have played a lot of the harder teams. We should then go ahead and beat RPK Persians and TTP Philippines A, guaranteed with 9 points. Hopefully. Obviously, that's not guaranteed. And we are just resting in the cup once again. Not too fussed about that. So we did get hammered in the cup. But again, don't really care about the cup for them. I just want them out of the division. If they don't make it out of the division, I'm probably going to buy a new club and just see what country we get and maybe switch them over because this league's just hell. The other one that we are managing is... Oh, no, that's it. So, yeah, that's all the teams. That is the team's update. Again, I've not managed to watch any games thus far this season live, but I shall be getting on that this week. So you'll probably see some more later on in this video in particular. I think I'll probably chuck a couple games in the next clip, just so you've got something to watch live gameplay wise. But yeah, apart from that, we are predicted to finish pretty low in every team apart from Fusions, and we're not doing too terribly at the moment, but obviously there's still time to change. Apart from that, what have we spent our MFL on? Anything? Rally reward, we finished in second again in the rally against Argentina. Managed to get 1,300 points from it. We got 600 from a pre-drop stream. We finally managed to finish top 20 for the England versus Senegal. We got another 200 from that. And again, Uruguay versus Spain, we got 3rd position. On the race, we got 950, and then we obviously got 5,000 season 50 reward referral from my man Rich T. Will never forget my brother. And if you obviously are enjoying the videos and you want to get into MFL yourself, you are more than welcome to by clicking the link down in the description, or the one on screen is the exact same. And again, join the Discord if you have any questions or queries about it, and I shall be replying to yourself. Obviously as well, if you did want to use my link and sign up for the game, then you are more than welcome, by the way, to message me on Discord, and whatever player I will get out of the common pack that I get from the referral, I will also airdrop to yourself for 0.01 penny if you would want it. But apart from that, let's go on to some bloody live gameplay. We have a AJ Fusions game to bloody watch. We should be winning this game. If we don't, I'm going to crash the fuck out. I believe our team should be 10 times better. 54, 53, 54. He's got some tiring players. 65, 65, 70. If we don't win this game, I will lose my mind. Hopefully that will not be happening. AJ Academy did lose. They're terrible. Who cares? The only thing I was thinking of is, I know I put a decent amount of decent players in there. Florencio is terrible as well in there just to try and pick their ratings up, because if they get absolutely battered like they are doing, then, well, it's just over for them, because their match XP won't be that much because they're getting that negative effect from having so many poor performances as such. The only other thing I was thinking, because in the cup I'm obviously trying to play as good teams as possible. That's the only chance we really have in the cup, because it puts people that you're sort of in and around. That's a bloody beautiful goal from João Espirito. And they shouldn't even get anywhere near our goal to threaten it, so that should be a dub straight away. However, that's not guaranteed in MFL. The other reason is I was just playing a game with Peacock, Elite Nostalgia, whatever, Mr. K's team, as Cabezas is going to skin the whole team. Florencio smashes it into Rosed, and he's also offside. The other reason on what was I trying to say? Penis's team, they are literally all retiring, and it's fun to manage, but it's also very AIDS. And I'll show you after this, but it is like horror. I'm literally having to play people in the cup and just getting battered like 8-10-0 in the group stage, just so I can try and rest the players. After the group stage, I'm going to be out, which is where I'm going to find a problem, as Florencio bloody gets himself on the score sheet with Castaneda, my 20-year-old centre midfielder, getting himself an assist. Well, I think that's where the problem's going to lie, because I'm not going to have any cup games to sort of rest my players the way that I'm doing currently, because I've not got many right wings. I've got one right wing, I've got one right mid, I've got one left wing, one left mid, all of that good stuff. So I'm having to switch formation every game. So I'm literally like, the 3 centre mids I have that are good, that can win me games in the Spark League, are all very good, and they are green, so they probably are a bit too good for the league. But I'm trying to win that league. But I think that's probably not going to happen, just due to the fact that it is all retiring players. But that's fine. It is what it is. I'm just trying to get second place in the playoffs, so I can hopefully try and get a win. Because if I go to the third place in the playoffs, I think I'm going to struggle trying to do 3 games on the bounce and win all 3 with the retiring squad. Because I'll just have to try and play the first team, and they're just going to be absolutely knackered. So it'll just be over. But yeah, this should be a beautiful little dubski. Lorenzo passing it out to Lambert. Moran skins the whole bloody team. Can't get a shot off. I need players like Castagna, because he's 20, to get decent little ratings, and Espirito and Florencio as well, just because we packed them and they're freshly minted, so they could genuinely get up in ratings so that they can grab themselves, hopefully, some experience. But as well as Lambert, to be fair, the defence, Kostic, I think, yeah, these are all, apart from Merkel, including the goalkeeper, apart from Merkel, we need all of them to have good ratings as well. So every clean sheet that we get is very nice, as Cabezas gets an absolutely bloody pinger, but he's about to retire, so we don't really care. But we'll take it. We need goal difference in the league. We have absolutely had a shit start. 2 losses, 1 win, 1 draw, and 1 win. To be fair, the draw, and in all fairness, we did concede at the 90th minute, but I believe both of these games, or at least one of them. So we can't be too upset, but we should be slapping teams about with the team that we have in its division. But I did pull it up earlier. We have other teams have done the same, and like for a Flint division, the fact that we've got a 66 in the next one is pretty much 66 as well, 65 pretty much, 64 pretty much, and then 61, and then the rest are like 60s and below. But the top 5 is just mental. For like, considering last season, I think there was one team in this league that obviously got promoted that was just an out-and-out winner. They had like 70 raters, blah, blah, blah. And then the second team was like some uncommons, like 65, 66. And then the rest were below that. And then this season, it's like everyone's gone, oh, okay, this is my taster season. I've got put into a league with everyone else who's obviously started like me. And then some of them, well, half of them, evidently, have gone, right, fuck it, I'm going for it. I'm going to win this league. But we've all done it at the same time. And now it's like, well, shit. And now it's just an incredibly difficult league. As Espirito gets himself another goal. And Lambert got the assist, which is perfecto, por favor. Because that will help his rating. Vamos. Again, I feel like this guy's potential. He's got 72 defense. And then 68 on the dribbling and 68 on the physicality with 61 pace. His passing's not great, but if he can just improve in these 4 stats, he is going to fly up. And these guys are like 26 and 25, but with 71 pace and 71 shooting and 73 dribbling, Florencio is not terrible. And again, this guy's 67, but he's 71 pace and 76 shooting. If he can just get his dribbling up, he will be a very fantastic, right? Even if he just keeps going up and shooting, that'll be nice. And he should get himself up. We do have another game in 12 minutes' time with the AJ reserves, but we are playing Nottingham Forest Academy, who I believe are decently. I mean, anyone's decently placed to us, but yeah, they're probably going to batter us. But I think we've gone for it full strength, if I'm not mistaken. In fact, we have a tiring Turi up bloody top. Oh, Portugal beat Switzerland as expected. Right, I'm back. I was doing all of the tactics and stuff because I forgot to do it. Libosh. Spain versus Portugal. We beat Iran. Spain beat Iran 4-0 in the bloody round of 16 in the Nations Cup. Switzerland just lost to Portugal 2-1 in the Nations Cup, meaning Spain beat Portugal in the quarterfinals. The whole bracket is now set. So we've got Germany versus Scotland as Germany thrashed France 5-1. And Scotland narrowly beating Mexico on penalties. Way! Colombia beating Saudi Arabia 2-1. Saudi Arabia, who did beat us, if you remember, in the group stage. And then Colombia versus Belgium, who beat United States 2-0. Brazil managing to pass Norway, unlike real life, 1-0 to play England in the quarterfinal, as England passed by Korea 2-1 to a late-headed goal in the 115 minutes for Jimbo's England. So yeah, that's how it's going to be setting up, which means the winner of Spain-Portugal will be playing the winner of Brazil-England in the semi-finals. And the winner of Colombia-Belgium will be playing the winner of Germany-Scotland in the semi-finals. It looks to me as if Germany have a rather easy run to the final, as now they have passed out France. Obviously, France, Germany, they actually battered them, but on stats, I don't believe it should have been that cruel to France. As yeah, it wasn't that terrible. But they did batter them at the end of the day. So, yeah, after that, they've got a pretty easy run to the final, if I do say so myself. So I assume, well, Germany will be playing either one of us 4 in the final. Hopefully it'll be Spain. As you know, if we can get through to the semi-finals, it's not going to be all that bad for the investment that we put in. However, if we get knocked out here, it's not going to be great, as we're probably going to lose about half of what we put in, which isn't ideal. So hopefully we can, in the coming days, get that W, which will be on July the 11th, which is 4 days from now. Not bad at all. And now it's just one game a day, apart from our 2 games here. So that is very nice. We came... What did we come? We came 4th in the rally, which sucks dick. I thought we were going to finish in... Ooh. See leaderboard. I won! I thought we were finishing 3rd there. Looks like cheeky Dan the man decided that he was going to play one more and get himself a 2-2 draw, which was enough for Dan the man. Which is unfortunate by 1 point, probably because he got the bloody man of the match, let's be honest. I always get fucked over by man of the matches. Another throw-in. Okay, it's a corner this time. If he takes it quick, it's not a goal. He's not. This could be a goal. It's going to at least be a shot. Nope. Bad. Terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. We've not had a shot yet. It's not going to happen for us, boys. Osawa through in on one with the goalkeeper. Rounds the goalkeeper. It's bloody well over. We had a shot 0.04 xg. Do, 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 do. It's never good when you start from your own goal kick. I'm not gonna lie. It's never good. Never, never, ever, ever good. Just kidding. We're fucking in here. Al Raj! Papadom! Bang! Papadom! Samba whips it in. Over the bar by Blanchett. Never mind, never. Huge save from the goalkeeper. He missed because he's French. He missed because he's French. Blanchett, he missed because he's French. Al Raj, can we punish their poor finishing quality? Sobriov whips it into Papadom. Saved by the keeper. I don't know what this guy's actual name is. What is it? Papalado. Right. We've made a tactical change, losing. We are not losing. I think I fucked it up. I think I've just fucked it up for the boys. I've gone all out attack. For some reason. We are not losing. We are drawing. Why have I not changed the setting to losing by one or more? And there it is. Now we're losing. The manager's given the wrong shout on the sidelines. And now we're 2-1 down. Would you believe it? Would we have been able to hold on if that shout was not given on the sidelines? Incorrectly. Telling the players that they're losing when they're not losing is not something you should do. Does he deserve it? I think not. Can we get Papadom a chance? Frustrate the Nottingham Forest manager? No, we can't. It is over, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching this beautiful episode of MFL. If you haven't already checked out this beautiful game that is MFL, click the link in the description. Get yourself on it, and I'll see you in the big leagues. Ciao, Bella.